I like about this game that you're the small one now. Stop it.
What, you're ticklish? Oh shit! Oh shit! Ow!
That's what you get. Don't bite me. What are you, a zombie in The Walking Dead? It actually fit the theme if you bit me.
Why?
This is The Walking Dead zombie fight.
Well, you know if I bite or not. This is my better looking boyfriend, Kurt, and I have mentioned him before.
Yes, this is me.
So today we played The Walking Dead Season 2, or as I like to call it, really, really depressing choose your own adventure game for adults. I had a problem with one thing in this game, and that is I had zero emotional connection to anybody. Everybody in this game just seemed like either a complete dick or just psychotic. And I guess maybe that's just how people are, but everybody just seemed like a selfish jerk.
The one thing I did realize is that everyone made the girl, Clementine, do everything.
Did everything.
They didn't do anything. All they did was complain about their lives and make her do stuff.
Yes, exactly. I think there were several times where you can actually ask, why don't you do it? And they don't really even give you an answer. Like, do horrible things like climb across a train and just things, a bridge. I don't really care.
Clementine's the man.
She is. I mean, now she is. But in the first one, she was this, like, cute, innocent, like, little girl that didn't really know how to do anything. And now she's, like, a huge, like, badass bitch that I want.
She's doing things that I couldn't do. She stitched
her own arm.
In this game. She stitched her own arm.
With, not even just that, but with, like, fishing line.
Fishing line and a sewing needle.
And what was it, hydrogen peroxide?
Yeah.
Which basically feels like death on anything. I have to put it on my ear all the time. Oh, it's red.
I did it once when I got a cut on my arm.
It feels like death.
And it was not fun.
And you know what I realized? I am not very good at making decisions. Because every single person that I was with ended up dead. Either everybody ended up dead, or even people that I thought were cool turned out to be jerks. I guess, I mean, that's kind of...
What happens in real life?
It happens in real life. I mean, nobody really ends up dead that I know. Or maybe I just can't tell you.
She's a killer. Don't tell anyone that, though. That's between us.
That's what happened with Diego. This is my boyfriend. He's so small that I can put him on my shoulder. In The Walking Dead Season 2, you play as Clementine, who's this 11-year-old girl. And she is one of the protagonists in the first season, which is amazing, and I would like you to play the first season because it's incredible. As Clementine, you join a group of adults and another weird girl in your struggle to survive in a post-apocalyptic zombie world. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work.
There's a character in this game. She's 15-year-old. Her name is Sarah. And she is pretty much the definition of your everyday annoying girl.
I don't know if I'd say annoying, but she's just the most useless character I've ever seen.
All she does is curl up in the fetal position and sit there.
And sit there.
And that's it. That's all she does.
And you know, I think there was a point where you're first meeting your group of people and you're talking to her dad, and he says something like, she's not like everybody else. And when he first said that, I thought that he was saying that she was like retarded or something. I really did, because then Clementine is like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I thought she...
That's what I thought, too.
That's what I thought.
It was either that or really bad anxiety.
Well...
And it turned out to be the bad anxiety.
Well, it turned out to be the bad anxiety, but I thought... Because that's not what I would think if someone said that. I wouldn't think automatically anxiety. I'd think that there was, like, something really wrong with them. So I went on, like, Wikipedia, and they said that she has, like, some kind of panic disorder.
Oh, so anxiety.
So it is, yes, it is anxiety.
In other words, it is anxiety.
But she is an incredibly useless character. Pretty much all she does is just sit there and just
take pictures of herself.
Take pictures of herself.
And curl up in the fetal position.
What character do you think you relate to the most, if any? Actually, no, you have to answer.
If any, okay. I would have to say, I mean, Clementine's the man. I mean,
right, she is.
She's willing to do anything.
The character development of Clementine is ridiculous, in a good way.
She's like the kind of person who's just like, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. And like Kyrie said in the beginning, it was like, you know, like, she's like, why don't you do it? And they give you some ridiculous answer. She just goes and does it anyway. That's like total... I think that's just really badass. She's the one who she seems like the only one who wants to survive. She's like, all right, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it.
She's the only one that thinks things through. Yeah. She's the only one that thinks things through, which I really like. I've noticed she developed this incredible bitch face, and I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it and like put it in the video, because she's developed this bitch face, and it's just like... I really am not a fan of the story though with this one. I think it has to do again with the characters in the game. I feel like the characters make it more rich. If I don't have an emotional connection to the characters, I'm not going to care what happens to them. I'm not going to care where they go or what decisions I have to make. Probably because I don't know anything about them. So in the first game, you went into their lives and who they were as people before this whole thing happened. And in this one, it's just kind of like being thrown in with this group of people that you don't know and don't really learn anything about. And that's really difficult that makes it very difficult to connect with anybody. So, you know, somebody would die and it'd be like, oh, that sucks. But it's not like,
it's not like
getting a shot to your heart, where in the first game I would literally be just like bawling my eyes out and feeling ridiculous. This is more of a psychological game, I think, than anything else, because it's not like there's a real challenge to the game where you have to be in hand-to-hand combat, or you have a certain amount of things that you have to collect to finish a quest, where it's just more making split-second decisions that can make somebody live or die or have future consequences, and you don't know what to do. So in that sense, this is more of a psychological game, and that's something that I really, really, really enjoy. I think that that's a very hard thing to do, and I think it's really a difficult thing to do in the way that they did, where it's really emotional and it really impacts you. So all in all, I totally recommend Walking Dead Season 2, even if you haven't played Season 1, although I recommend you do that because that's like amazing. All right, guys, that is it for this week. Thank you so much, Kurt, for guest starring in my episode. I hope you know you're famous now. All right, yeah. I'm going to go and take care of this. Bye.
See ya.